Hi everyone, so welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. So I'm so sorry what happened today with Aman on the sports breakdown. So I won't be able to live stream on that YouTube channel for 24 to 48 hours. So I'm back on my personal YouTube channel once again. So today I'll be doing the preview of the fourth test match between India and England, which is going to take place at the Oval tomorrow at 3:30 Indian Standard Time. I'm so sorry for what happened tonight at 7, but now I'm back once again doing the India versus England fourth Test match series preview. So right now, England have won the third Test match, and and currently the series is 1-all. So it's going to be interesting on what's going to happen. So talking about the English side, so we'll talk about the teams first of all. Yeah. Talking about the squads. So now we got news that Moeen Ali is appointed as vice captain, and right at the moment, Joe Root has just been announced the number one batsman in Test cricket. He has overtaken India. Sorry, Kane Williamson as number one batsman in Test cricket. Yes. So currently zero views, but guys, you can watch later. Yeah. So right now, this team looks good for the fourth test. So right now, Josh Butler won't be there for the fourth test match because he's gone for paternity leave. So him and his wife are expecting a second child. So Josh Butler won't be available for either the two matches coming up against India and the IPL as well. Also, I think I was very impressed with England batting last time out. So yeah, I mean England is looking very strong. So I'll keep the shot as well. Since there's zero viewers, and I think most of them are expecting me to do it on the sports breakdown. So, but yeah, looking at the Crickbuzz team, um, yeah, I'm slightly not convinced at the number six position right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm settled with Rory Burns and Hasib Hamid batting. Opening, and Malan at number three, Joe Root obviously at number four, Johnny Bairstow against number five. There is no option because the thing is, who's going to replace Josh Butler is the case right now. So at number six, so for me, it's very interesting that Josh Butler is not there in the squad, so this makes it interesting. Actually, I like to see a Sam Billings in the squad most probably because now we know that Ollie Pope is also not in good form, which is why he's been left out. Um, yeah, this is an interesting squad right away, and Sam Curran is not also in good form as well. So for me, I settle with the top five. So I go with Rory Burns and Hasim Hamid as opening batsman. Number three for me is Malan. Number four, Joe Root. Number five is Johnny Bairstow. Number six, I like to see a Sam Billings in the squad, but I won't wicket keep him. Now Sam Billings has been in terrific form. I think in the 100, and I think he's brought back because there is no. I think most of the English wicket keepers are also good, and he's currently 30. He's played for England before. He's played county cricket, and when you talk about his stats, also I think when you look at his stats, also it's pretty okay. I mean, when it comes to yeah, this is ODI. Oh, he hasn't played a test match. He hasn't played test match yet. I think it's better to give a chance for him and debut him because I mean when you come to his first class, he has played 72 matches, 3,219, average is 33. So I think it's better to give a chance to Sam Billings actually because I mean Dan Lawrence has been struggling English conditions, and I'm not convinced with Ollie Pope coming back at number six. It's very interesting. I mean, if Ollie Pope is coming, he should bat at number five. But if they're putting Ollie Pope at as number six, then I won't agree with what the ECB has done. So I don't agree with Crick Bus saying that either Ollie Pope or Dan Lawrence at number six. Number seven, I will go with Moin Ali, definitely because now he's vice captain as well. He's definitely given a chance at number 7. Number 8, I'll bring Chris Wokes. I think this one is sorry, Sam Curran is out of form and he did really bad in the last test, even though England won the test match. And since Chris Wokes is back, I think it's better to have him back and give a rest to Sam Curran. And my three fast bowlers will be again Overton, Robinson, and James Anderson once again, as you can see. Yeah, they have left out the Mark Woodley. There is an interesting option, but no, I will instead go with Chris Wokes. But anyone in the comment section, yeah, Samath here says my England 11: Burns, Hamid, Malan, Root, Baristo, Pope, Wokes, Moeen Ali, Robinson, Overton, Anderson. Samath, the thing is, I don't agree with Ollie Pope at number 6 for me. I will instead go with Sam Billings for me. I'll just give him a debut and see. Pope hasn't been good in recent times, as you can see. I mean, his form hasn't been that good. And if he's playing in the 11, he should play at number 3 for me. He should play at number 3, but I think right now David Malan has taken that spot, and he's played only 19 test matches also. He's played at number 3, so I'm not entirely convinced at giving. As you can see here, oh sorry, went to a Caribbean Premier League, sorry guys. Yeah, but Oli Pope at number 6, I'm not that convinced. See, at England his average is only 25, which is very poor. I mean, see, his average in South Africa 88. He's played 10 test matches, Samath, and he has an average of 25.21. So I'm not entirely convinced at that, um, at him playing at number 6. If Malan was not there, and if Pope was there, if Malan wasn't there, and if there was a vacancy at the number 3 position, then definitely I'll bring Ollie Pope at number 3. But otherwise, I'm sorry, I don't think Ollie Pope will be in this squad. Yeah, and then talking about the Indian squad also, things are getting interesting. So right now, I want to say Joe Root has been, I think, appointed. I think he's number 1 Test batsman. I think now in the ICC they have just confirmed. I'll check on Twitter. I think they have confirmed it today. I checked. I saw on the ICC cricket. Sorry, Test rankings, Ollie Pope. So we'll go to the Twitter page because I want to make this short as well, and I'm a bit busy as well. As you can see here, yeah, you can see here Joe Root has overtaken Kane Williamson and has secured the number 1 test. But I think he deserves it. He definitely deserves it with the form that he is in. So news right now is that Joe Root is the number 1 test batsman, and Rohit Sharma meanwhile has overtaken Virat Kohli and has come to number 5. And at changes, I think David Warner, Quinton de Kock, and Henry Nichols goes one place. But Rohit Sharma overtaking Virat Kohli, it shows that Samath over here says Ashwin versus Root will be great to watch, and I think Ashwin will dominate Root. Yeah, I think Samath, because it's at the Oval, I think I agree with your statement right there. You're on point. I think Ashwin will be definitely effective because he played for Surrey. He's played for Surrey, and actually Surrey is the home ground for the Oval. So now for sure, Ashwin will play this Test match. He's definitely going to get 5 wickets. I'm not. Uh, Mark my words, Ashwin is going to get a 5 wicket haul against England. And you're right. I think Root will struggle against spin. He will struggle against Ashwin. I think Jadeja is out of form when it comes to bowling, everyone. So I don't think Jadeja will be that effective. But yeah, I think that's a good statement from Samadhya. I completely agree with you. And I think, yeah, I completely agree with you. Yeah, over there. Yeah. Any more comments, guys? Please comment down. I know there's one viewer. It's too late in the night, and I usually have to do my videos at the sports breakdown. But unfortunately, I have an issue with the channel right now, so I am forced to do it here. Yeah, and as you can see here on CrickBuzz, bowling coach Bharat Arun has confirmed that Ravindra Jadeja is fit. But for me, yes, as you can see here at CrickBuzz, KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma, Pujara proved himself. Everyone was doubting him whether he won't come back to form. He'll be dropped in the 4th test. Bring Sky in, bring Surya Kumar Yadav, bring in, or bring Hanumar Vihari in. But yeah, Pujara, Kohli, Rahane, For number 6 is interesting now. Now, as you can see, now I'll switch to the USP and cricket info as well. Now, my playing 11. Okay, I'll tell my playing 11 first, and then come to for India, and then we'll discuss about the team. So my playing 11 is obviously Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul opening, and KL Rahul is going to keep for me, guys. KL Rahul is going to keep for me. Number 3, I will go with Chetweska Pujara for sure. That's for sure. Number 4, number 4 is definitely Virat Kohli. Obviously, number 5 is Ajinkya Rahane. I won't drop him. Number 6. Now, number 6 is very interesting. Number 6, I might go either to. I think I'll go with. It's very hard. I think I'll go with Hanumar Bihari for me. I think they should give a chance to Hanumar Bihari. And number 6, number 7, Jadeja. I won't take a risk with him. If he's injured, I think I'll rest him for one test match. I know he's fit and he's back, but I think I'll give Shardul Thakur a chance. I think even though the pitch is pin friendly, I totally agree with it, with everyone, all the Indian and cricket analysts. But I think Ashwin will be enough. I think Ashwin will be enough to rattle this England batsman, especially Joe Root. I think Joe Root is the key to, if India get him out early, I think India have a great chance of winning in the Oval, and I think Ashwin will definitely pick Joe Root out, and I think India have a great chance if Ashwin actually bowls well in this test match. So number 7, I'll go with Shardul Thakur, because since now Jadeja is also not fit, I rest him for the Oval test match. I know he's fit. They say that he's fit, the bowling coach, but for me, I will go with Thakur for tomorrow. For me, Ashwin definitely a must. Ashwin is back. Siraj, Bumrah, and Shami. Ishan Sharma is out. I don't think that Sharma has a chance. Please comment your India 11 as well, Samath, if you want, if you're watching right now. Yeah. So yeah, Surya Kumar Yadav, I don't think can come to this squad now, especially now when Pujara has played well, and if Punt is coming. Punt is has to be dropped. I think Punt is not doing well. I see in the first 3 test matches he hasn't been up to the mark. So I will pick Hanuma Vihari at number 6, definitely at the Oval, because he has county experience. If you see, I think he has played for county cricket. Hanuma Vihari. So I think he'll be fit. I think he's a good suggestion at number 6. I know most of the Indian cricket fans will disagree with me, but this is my opinion. He has a 28 average. He's only played one test match, but you can see he has played county cricket. He plays for county cricket for Warwickshire. You see here, right here. And he's played 32-52 at Birmingham. He has played in Nottingham. So he has he's gaining some sort of county experience. So for me, I will definitely go with Hanuma Vihari at number 6 for just only this test, to just see how he does well. India have to take risk for me, because they lost the third test match, and I think they need several changes. Since Jadeja is not fit, if Jadeja was fit, if he had no injury issues whatsoever during the third and fourth, then I'll definitely go with Jadeja at number 7. But I'm a bit concerned whether he won't play in the fifth test. I won't take that risk, and I will go with Shardul Thakur at number 7, and go with 4 fast bowlers, because Hanuma Vihari can spin as well. He can bowl spinners. Yeah. Samathiya says Rohit, Rahul, Pujara, Virat, Rahane, Pant. I won't go with Pant, okay, but yeah, this is Samat's idea here. Jadeja, Shadul, Ashwin, Shami, Siraj, and Bumrah. So I only don't agree with this Pant. I think Pant should be dropped for me. I think Pant should be dropped for at least one. Give Rahul the gloves and play Hanumar Bihari at number 6 for me. I think Rishabh Pant should be dropped. I think he hasn't performed. As you can see in the stats, so I think one test match, he's not been that explosive batsman that we were hoping. And I think it's better that it's time for them to drop Rishabh Pant for me. As you can see, I know he's the wicket keeper. Just drop him for 1 or 2 tests, because he's crucial for the 2020 World Cup as well. As you can see, he has okay, his average is okay, but in this test series so far, he has been struggling. At least I think Pujara proved us wrong in the third test. but I think we are giving Rishabh Pant too many chances. Sometimes, yeah, he scores 2 and 1, 37, 22, 25, and his scores are not good. I mean, all the test matches he's played, the WTC final, from that itself, he should be improving by now. At least score a 50. I mean, score a 50 right now, punt. Then, okay, at least one innings you score a 50 when you played four test matches right now in England, then yes. Then it's certain that punt can play. But he's struggling. I am seeing that he's struggling in English conditions, and due to that reason, I'm not picking punt in my side. Samath here gives an interesting statement. Pant has scored century at Oval and he's still a game changer. India won't drop him. Yeah, could be someone. This is my opinion. Yeah, India might not drop him. Yeah, that's up to Ravi Shastri and Virat Kohli as well. So, but a good point from Samath over there. Yeah, yeah, because since he has a century at the Oval, he might not be dropped. Yeah, but for me right now, he's not in that good form, and I don't see him doing well. But and since it's good for spinners as well, and since Moeen Ali is there for England once again, I think that could be decisive for India right now, and especially when they struggled at Leeds in Headingley. Yeah, so that's my playing 11 for both India and England. Let's move on to the pitch conditions for tomorrow. And the weather forecast, I know it's not it's unpredictable in England over there at the Oval. In London, the Kia Oval is the home for Surrey, but as you can see here, you can expect some clouds. Yeah, as you can see the pitch over here. Yeah, at the Kia Oval. Yeah, it's been a damp morning yesterday. At that's what the PCCI says yesterday, and the Oval is expecting to see cloudy conditions. So that's interesting. Yeah, and definitely Ashwin should play this because he's played for Surrey in County as well. And I think India hasn't won a Test match in 50 years also, Samath. I think that was brought up in the by Dipanshu in the direct hit where I went with Aryan. Dipanshu said that India hasn't won a Test match in 50 years. So, mind, I don't know what India will do. Same happened with Lords when they only won twice, I think, 3 years after the World Cup, and they won the Lords Test match this year. So, you never can tell with stats. You never can go with stats, actually. At times, things can go wrong, and yeah. Yeah, so the conditions, yeah, so we'll talk about the weather as well. I think the pitch is going to be spin friendly, obviously. Yeah, but yes, I think let's go through the weather conditions at the Oval as well tomorrow. How the broadcast will, how I mean how the test match will go well tomorrow. Yeah, Samath, does he have a comment? No. Okay. So we'll go on and talk about the weather conditions, but I think that's not that much accurate, I guess. But let's see. Tomorrow, second, it's cloudy, but not that much rain, so that's good. But you never know the weather in London. It's unpredictable. The whole 5 days shows that it might not rain, as what happened in Leeds, but you never can predict weather in England. Tomorrow, I think in London there's not that much rain and it's mostly cloudy. There's some sort of yeah. I mean, the second day could be a lot cloudier than the first, as it indicates. Sorry, the third day, as it comes towards the third and fourth. But yeah, weather has been usually okay. Samath says, if you have to choose one player scoring century at Oval, whom will you choose? Mine will be Rohit Sharma. Samath, I think I'll go with KL Rahul for me. I think Rohit will also score well, but he'll score a half century. For me, it's going to be KL Rahul once again. I think he'll come back to form. Rohan says here, first 3 days looks good. Yeah, but once again, Rohan, you can't predict the weather in the Oval or in London. This is what BBC says. Hopefully, they're accurate, just like Leeds. Hopefully, yeah. Shankar sir, he's here. Rohan, come live, please, if you are there. Hello, Shankar. How are you? After a long time, I can't hear you, Shankar. I think something wrong with your audio frequency. Could you fix that and come? Yeah. Shankar, you stay in the waiting room. Yeah, fix the mic. Yeah. So the weather looks very good. Um, yeah. I think for me, yeah. Once again, I don't. I know that India won't be able to drop punt, but yeah, I'll bring that. Shankar, can you mute YouTube? He's also there. Yeah, Rohan. Yeah. Yeah. Who will
Shankar
be
sir.
your what's up? Yeah, I'm back on my channel as well, YouTube. Yeah. How do you see this fourth test going on? Who will you change for India? Will you change punt for the fourth test, Rohan?
No, 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 no. Pant will play. I think it's the Indian team's policy. They don't like to drop someone so easily. They better give one game extra than one game less. That's the
But he's
policy
been
they
struggling,
follow.
no? He's not even scored a half century in all the four, I think, since the WTC
Yeah,
final.
yeah,
So
agree.
he,
But that's what since
at
he
least
has the.
Pujara
Mhm.
proved in the last test. I mean, three test matches is okay to give a chance, but
Yeah,
yeah, and
Pawan.
but as
But
Samad said
if
also, I
you
think yeah, continue on, Rohan. Yeah.
no, yeah, Saha is ready to take over. But since Pant has scored last time the 100 in the Oval in last tour, they may like to give him one more go before thinking about what happens at Manchester.
But can they give keeping like wicket keeping gloves to sorry the gloves to KL Rahul? Can
No,
he
no, no,
keep?
no, no, no. It's too much to ask of him because he'll also be opening the batting. So to do a double job like that, you'll put too much load on the guys. So I would prefer a specialist keeper than all this tinkering around.
Yeah. Shankar, sir, your opinion, sir? I think hopefully you sorted your audio. Will you drop a punt? Seems like he's not unmuting himself. Yeah, but Samath here says, in,
Yeah, I think it's
your
a
line
start
is
from
not
last
clear.
50 years we have not won.
India team, sorry, it's, Shankar, please sort your audio out and then we'll bring you in. India team test match performance in Oval London. Total matches 13. They won one, lost five, draw seven. Yeah, India have not won a test at this Oval over the last 50 years. So that's interesting,
Yeah,
right there. Yeah. But yeah. So who will be your changes for the fourth test for both England and India? Yeah. For England, who would you go for?
England. I think one is a forced change. Butler is not there,
Hmm.
so Bairstow will be keeping, and Ollie Pope may replace him, and
Wouldn't you
Sam
go with
Curran may be
Sam
replaced by
Billings?
Chris Fox. No,
Sam
no, no,
Billings,
Sam Curran.
but
They'll
he hasn't
prefer
debuted
Bairstow.
before. But Ollie Pope hasn't batted at number six before. No, wouldn't it better for Dan Lawrence than to come join the squad? I mean, the playing 11.
If I was England, I may prefer Lawrence, but I think they may go with someone like Ollie Pope.
Yeah. Then who the same other player? Only you go with that change, right, for England?
Two changes, yeah,
Chris Wokes also. I think Chris Wokes instead
yeah.
of Sam
Vogue for
Curran. No,
Curran.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think we spoke about India as well. What do you see the battle between Ashwin and Root tomorrow?
Good.
How interesting will that be, especially in day three and day four? How will that turn out?
I'm not looking at day three, day four. I'm in case India have to bowl first. Day one also, Ashwin versus Root will be a challenge.
Shankar sir, can you mute? I think there's some vibrations in your audio. Some issue with Shankar sir. Yeah, but we'll continue. Yeah, but yeah, as Crick Bass also says, India won only one out of their 13 tests back in
Yeah,
1971. So that's a big
that's a
worry
historic
for
test.
India.
No, no, that's a
That's a big.
historic test. That's where
Do you
India
think it?
won the series for first time in England.
Mm,
Chandrasekhar got 6 wickets.
do you think that that will repeat in 2021?
There's a good chance if certain factors go our way and if our batting puts up the runs, because I believe Oval is the best batting pitch in England. You
Mm,
score, I feel on a day you can score 300 runs. because
Hmm.
on the square boundaries there are a lot of pitches. So runs will come, especially boundaries will come faster. Unlike the
Okay.
other grounds where you struggle to score, rotate the strike, oval you get in, you can book for bread and breakfast. So if you're set, you can score those daddy hundreds, as they say, double hundreds, triple hundreds, like those.
Yeah. Samath over here says the way Ashwin troubles Smith in Australia won't be easy for Root to score runs. Yeah, that's interesting from Samath over there, because
Yeah.
Ashwin I think played for Surrey, and I think that ground I think is the Kia Oval I think, so he got a five
Yes.
or six wicket haul. So I think this will be definitely good for Ashwin. But coming back
Yeah.
to Jadeja, would you pick him for the fourth test after his injury? He said that he's been recovered now by the bowling coach. Would you fit him back, or will you take a Thakur back into the Indian Test team for just this Test match?
Ideally, Virat Kohli likes to go with his template that he says of four fast bowlers and one spinner. But seeing Ishan Sharma's performance, I'm pretty sure he will be dropped and will be replaced by Ravichandran Ashwin. Jadeja, since he has recovered and oval assist spin, I wouldn't mind playing both of them, since it will give the batting depth as well as more control to the bowling attack, I'll say.
But I think Hanuman Vihari also can bowl spin, right? For a few overs at least.
I'd rather pick specialist players than who will do bits and pieces.
Hmm. Shankar sir, have you sorted out the audio now? Who would you pick in the playing 11?
I think he's
Uh,
close to the mic.
Shankar, I think there's some issue with the audio. Um, just a minute. Shankar, sorry, Samatha here says Indian bowling coach said that they will look at pitch and then make decision of Jadeja playing or any fast bowlers. But I think
Yeah,
definitely, as we can see, the oval is the most friendly pitch, spin friendly pitch in recent times. And I think Ashwin also has picked up a 5 wicket haul. And then they say
yeah,
the oval is where James Anderson averages the most per wicket among English venues. And he hasn't picked
mm,
up a 5 wicket haul. So now that's another interesting stat over there.
that's
What
an
do you
interesting
think about
strategy.
that?
Hmm. But I think Samarth's point comes from, in case India have to bowl first with only three seamers, it may be a burden on the fast bowlers, and spinners may have to come in early. But I feel this game is very similar to what India tour of Australia second test was in Melbourne.
Mm,
After the humiliation in Adelaide and similar here in Headingley, they went to
mm,
Melbourne. They had to bowl first. There was some
mm.
moisture in the pitch, and Ashwin got those couple of wickets early of Smith and this thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and
I
now,
feel in
yeah.
case India have to bowl first, it will be helpful also. No issues.
Mm. Now Moeen Ali also has been appointed as vice captain. I think the new vice captain of England, because Josh
Yeah.
Butler is not there, obviously. What do you expect of Moeen Ali in this Test match? Will he get wickets, and how will he be with the bat? I mean, will he trouble the Indian batsman in this Test match? Since the oval is good for spinners, I think he might be the only spinner for England for that Test match.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, he has always
and
got those lucky wickets against India, man. You can never underestimate him. I mean,
hmm,
after facing all those fast bowlers, you feel he's the one who is easy to score or something. So those kind of wickets he can buy.
yeah,
So Moeen Ali is always like this lucky charm, or what you call golden arm bowler who picks up
hmm,
wickets. And
yeah.
coming to his batting, he'll do his usual stuff. Since it's a batting friendly pitch, he can score runs. But I would like to see our bowlers bowl a few short ones at him, because he has been
Hmm.
troubled in the past also.
Yeah. Also, if you think if whoever wins the toss, do you think they have to bat or ball first in at the oval?
Uh, as per I've seen the stats, around 70% of the time, team generally win the toss and bat first, and they are the ones who win. But in case you have to bowl first, the template will be to get the first innings team out early. You come in and take a bigger lead, and then put pressure. That will be the way.
Yeah.
Because also one more thing is, we used to see a lot of big scoring draws in oval.
Hmm.
So that has gone out
Yeah.
little bit in the current scenario, because people like to force results. so they may
That's
not
true.
give such a flat pitch as used to be historically. Something in it for the
Mm.
bowler, some seam, some spin,
Yeah.
like rough will be created. So there will be a chances of result is always high these days.
Mm. Yeah, they're also saying in Quick Bus, they're saying there was more of a green thing to it than might be normal. And yeah, I think it will be a nice a good surface for them to bat. Even I agree. I think whoever
Yeah.
wins the toss should bat. Hopefully, India doesn't lose this the toss once again after winning the third test, and they lost the match also after that.
Actually, I don't mind if they lose the toss. They'll win
Yeah.
the match.
Once Virat Kohli wins the toss, he lost the match as well. Yeah, but unfortunately that happens. And talk about Joe Root becoming number one Test batsman. What do you think so far this year? How he has been? I mean, for me, he has been marvelous. Obviously, yeah,
I think this year belongs to Joe Root, man, with bat. Starting from Sri Lanka, even in India, I think in the first test in Chennai, he scored a double hundred. Afterwards, he didn't do
yeah,
much because the pitches were pretty spin friendly. But here in
mm,
this series, he's been the standout batsman among both the teams.
yeah. I think Shankar sir is back. Is he clear now, sir?
Hello.
Ah,
Yeah, sir.
finally, we
Principal.
got Shankar on this thing. Yeah, so we'll ask you
Now,
quickly. Who's your playing 11 for
you
both
dropped
India
my
and
phone and
England?
come in my cab.
Can you hear us?
Actually,
Yeah.
something in my phone.
I can't hear you. Can you come close to the mic a bit? We can't hear you. It's not
Actually,
that much
some
audible.
issues with my phone. Okay, am I fine now?
Yeah, yeah. Now
Now
you're
better.
okay. Yeah. Now better. Yeah. Who will be your playing 11 for India?
See, I'll go with Surya Kumar Yadav in place of Ajinkya Rahane.
Okay, that's a bold statement. For punt, will you drop
And
him or not?
I'll bring in Ashwin for Jadeja and Shardul Thakur for Ishan Sharma.
Okay, three changes. Okay. For England, I
See,
think four change for Josh Butler.
in the five
Will
in
you
the
bring?
five innings, in the 5 innings Rahane has played, he has just scored one half century in the Lord's Test. And other
Hmm.
4 innings have been very poor. Actually, it has been single digit innings only.
Yeah, but then
So,
talk about punt as well. Then talk about punt also, he hasn't scored a half century, no? And how can you drop Rahane when he's the vice captain of the Indian team? That won't happen for sure with
no, no.
the BCCI.
See, if we want to win, we have to make some bold changes. We just can't play in the past glory. We have to think of the future.
Yeah, but I don't see that happening. I think
Surya
with the
Kumar
Ravi
Sir,
Yadav
Shastri.
is a highly confident
Shankar sir,
player.
what
And look
should
what
happen? Do you think will it happen?
no, no,
Yeah.
it must happen. I'm saying. See,
Hmm.
who expected David Malan to play in this test, last test?
Hmm.
Nobody expected. And how he played. Actually, his innings with Burns was very crucial. 139 run
Hmm.
partnership was very crucial.
True, true.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That took the game away. Had Sibley played, we would have easily won the match.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah. So
The
you
other
said
Sir,
Sky
thing
for.
just to add on to that, don't you think because the openers laid a good platform that helped Malan?
yeah, that's also a good reason. That's also one of the reason. But David Malan is a very good. Actually, I think his game suits for test cricket. Even in
Yeah, yeah.
Australia, he did very well.
Yes,
So
yes.
Hmm.
actually, he's a very compact batsman and he's got a very good technique. So I
Yeah.
think he must be a perfect. He's much better than Burns, Sibley, and Dan Lawrence and other guys.
Hmm.
If he's
Agree.
given a
Yeah.
chance, I think he will do
Hmm.
well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. For England,
And
who
I
would
think
you make changes?
I think Ishan Sharma. I think it's the end of the road for him.
that's
Yeah,
that's
not
a
the end of the
really
road
good
for
statement.
sure.
No, no, we have got
I
very
think he
good
needs.
bowlers. We
Yeah,
have got
yeah,
very
yeah.
good
Ishant
bowlers.
Sharma was very helpful for the Lord's Test match, actually, Sankar. Even though he struggled at Leeds, but at least in the Lord's Test match, he helped India to win that Test match. That's why I also said that if he
See,
was there at
see the
Lordz,
first
he'll definitely.
over
Sir,
in
maybe
the
end of
last.
the road for the series, maybe, but not for his career.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
But he's
I
getting
agree with
old now. He's
Rohan.
not getting any younger. But he's only 32, I suppose.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's why he
Yeah.
has the experience.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But he's actually this series he didn't do well. Some
Yeah,
injury
yeah.
problems, I suppose.
Yeah, I
Because he's
agree.
not the
He's not
way he
running in
started.
proper.
No. The way he started the first over, he took nearly 10 balls to Delhi to complete the over.
Yeah, he was in the
See,
100 mode.
yeah, 100 ball. When you are setting it, that is bowling, that is when a team is bowled out for 78 and when a player gives 10, starts with a 10 ball over, the moral of the team is totally gone.
Mm, yeah. And now
And for
Rohit
England,
Sharma is
and
yes,
for
sir.
England,
Rohit Sharma has overtaken Virat Kohli in the Test ranking. So, what are your thoughts on that, sir? On
yeah,
Rohit
good. It's a
Sharma?
very good sign for India. Very good sign for India.
Hmm. This is
Rohit actually,
interesting.
but nobody
Hmm.
gave him a chance to do well in Test cricket.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's
that
very
is
true.
very
Yeah,
well.
even I never expected. I also
Yeah.
didn't expect that first. Yeah, Rohit Sharma. So massive improvement from Rohit Sharma, and we have to credit how he evolved from a 2020 ODI and 2020 batsman when he scored double
Yeah.
centuries for in ODI cricket. He adapted that and did that in Test cricket as well, which we have to applaud. And he batted in any position he was given. He batted in the middle order. He batted in the opening order. He knew how to adapt to any batting position. So Rohan, your thoughts on Rohit Sharma? His adaptability actually.
Yes, we all know the talent that Rohit possessed. Even when Sachin was about to leave, even he predicted Virat and Rohit to take over the mantle that he had set. But unfortunately, what happened was they didn't find the proper number for Rohit Sharma in the Test cricket. He was batting at 4, 5, sometimes dropped because of few bad shots and etc. Finally, when he got the chance to open, just the way he used to do in the limited overs format, that same principle he applied in Test cricket. Be watchful early, be disciplined with his shot selection. Then once set, then we all know the game that he possesses. He can dominate any attack. And we know
Mm,
once Rohit is set, all those big scores come. The double hundreds, all those things we have seen. That same principle he has applied, and it's very, very heartening for an Indian fan to see a talent like Rohit Sharma perform. And we can see in the rankings also he has moved ahead of Virat Kohli now. So slowly, I
mm.
think he's taking the mantle of being the best batsman in at least this particular series as well as in the coming times. But also hope Virat comes better soon.
Yeah. And
One thing I
Samato,
would
yeah,
like to
yeah, continue, Shankar,
add,
sir. Yeah.
one thing I would like to add, if Rohit Sharma controls his full shot, I think he will do well.
Mm.
Actually,
Yeah, as
he,
Sachin said in the interview, but I think even
yeah,
Sachin said on his YouTube channel to not fear. It doesn't matter if he's getting out with the pull shot, because that shows that he has confidence with the pull shot that he's getting out. It doesn't matter that he gets out in the pull shot, as long as he attempts and continues playing the pull shot, then eventually he'll do well at that shot, and then he will eventually come out of that. I mean, his fear, and I mean. Scoring much more better, contributing better for India in the future. That's what even
Yeah.
Sachin said. Even if Rohit is playing that pull shot, that means India are doing well right now in that whatever test
no,
match.
agreed,
Yeah.
agreed. But problem is getting repeatedly, he's getting out to that shot. Last three innings, if you see.
Yeah, but he doesn't play
But
that
if you see,
repeat.
sir,
I mean, yeah. Continue, Rohan. Yeah.
uh, last innings he did something very well. That same short ball, he played that uppercut over the third man for
Mm,
six. Once he plays that shot also, suddenly the bowling may not be as short. You play a couple of good pull shots or those ram shots, suddenly you may not see those short balls coming at him. It may be in that good length area which will be more comfortable for him. So you make that statement as a batsman, that first thunderous shot you play, like a Virat Kohli cover drive. You play that shot, the bowler may not ball in that same area again, though it may be a troublesome area for you. So that first
mm,
instinct, I think it's better to make that first move from the batsman side.
yeah. Varun
But I
Prasad
think so.
here, and you.
He's
Yeah,
doing
sorry, sir,
very well.
Shankar, sir. Yeah, Varun
He's
Prasad
one
here
of
says
my
that
friends,
Rohit Sharma
Pawan.
converts his good starts to a big 100. Oval is a good venue to get some big runs. Yeah, I think Samanth even
Exactly.
said that Rohit Sharma will be the most contributing batsman. I want to ask both of you, starting from Shankar sir, who will be the most effective batsman out of both India and England in the at the Oval, and the most effective bowler in the Oval. I mean, in the fourth Test match, starting with Shankar sir for both India and England.
For India, I think so. Rohit Sharma only. If Surya Kumar Yadav plays, I think so. He will surely he'll have a good chance.
Hmm. Bowling wise for India,
Bowling wise,
Ashwin,
I
no?
think so. Ashwin will come into play because England have got three left-handers: David
Hmm.
Malan, Burns, and Sam Curran. So surely he'll do well, and he has good experience of playing at the Oval. So I think Ashwin will be the match winner for us.
Hmm. For England,
For England, I think so. As usual,
Joe
Root
Root,
only.
no?
If you pick up Root early, England are gone.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's very true. I think Joe Root has been the most dependent.
And
Bowling,
bowling, if
James
James
Anderson
Anderson.
doesn't have a good record. James Anderson doesn't have a good record at the
Hmm.
Oval. Meanwhile, his worst.
They are doing well because James Anderson is giving them early wickets. If once he
Hmm.
goes for runs, then you see how England perform. Then you
True.
can see the line and length of Overton and Robinson.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I want to take this from Samad before going to Rohan over here. Rohit has to control his pull shot, and Virat also has to control his cover drives.
Hmm.
That's true. Yeah,
I
that's
think
very true.
selective
Yeah.
shot selection is what he is trying to say.
Hmm.
See,
Varun Prasad.
last match
Yeah, can you do
Virat
Shank?
was last match Virat was extremely cautious. He tried avoid playing that through the offside.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But repeated England were bowling in the fourth stump line. One ball he was forced to do. So he must
Yeah.
control that shot. Like how
Hmm.
Sachin played in the Sydney Test, he didn't play any cover drive itself.
Hmm.
Only
Hmm.
on
Varun
the
here
leg side.
says, yeah, Sunny Gavaskar and Rahul Dravid have a double hundred here. Hopefully, we can have Rohit join the club. Yeah, even I hope, definitely, hopefully, Rohit will join the squad. Mostly, yeah. For Rohan, who's going to be our most effective batsman and bowler for both India and England?
I think I started off saying that this test match is a bit similar to what was in that Australia series. This may be like a
Hmm.
Melbourne. So I know it may not be the fan favorite right now, but I feel Ajinkya Rahane will be the guy to watch out for in this test. Just like in Melbourne, watch out for
Hmm.
Rahane. And in
Hmm.
terms of bowling, I beg to differ with Shankar sir. Sam Curran may not play. So the left-handers, yes, Rory Burns, Malan, and in case Ollie Pope plays and the tail-enders, Ravichandran Ashwin will be the bowler.
Hmm.
And also, Oval historically also has some reverse swing happening. And the best
Hmm.
reverse swing bowler we have is Mohammad Shami. He is the kind of
Hmm.
bowler who can be very lethal on these kind of pitches. And in case we get to bowl last, second innings Shami, we all know how destructive he is.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Uh,
Yeah.
Rohan,
Yeah.
Sam Curran is from Surrey, so they will not drop him. He's a local boy.
Hmm.
But his form is a bit iffy, sir. There is talks like Chris Wokes may replace him.
Yeah, I think Chris Wokes is a better option. I think Siam Karan has been struggling in all three test matches, and then why would they add Chris Wokes in the first place? I mean, the England Test squad. That's another thing.
Or for that
I
matter,
think Chris
Mark Wood
Wokes.
can come in.
Hmm. Yeah, Mark Wood also can come and do well as well. Yeah, I think I agree. Shankar definitely I'll go with his on Rohit Sharma. I think he'll be more effective. For me, either Rohit or KL Rahul, I think will do a good job. Bowling wise, I think both of you, I agree. It's going to be Ashwin and Rohan also said Shami. Yeah, I think Shami also could be effective, especially when there's reverse swing. Yeah. For England, Rohan, who do you? I think batsman you go with Joe Root for sure
Only
with his
one. There is
form.
only one batsman in a England team, Joe Root. You get Joe Root, their back is broken, man. He is the guy who is carrying that team. Since if you take out his scores, others have not contributed. Okay,
But
you
Johnny
get that
Bairstow
openers.
could.
Bairstow
They
can be
might,
sorted out. He's a bit impetuous in his shot making. He'll give you chances. Root has not given you chance at all. The only
Yeah,
chance you
true.
get him is some incoming deliveries for a LBW or a bold. Start with
Yeah.
like someone like a Siraj or a Bumrah can get him. Or of
When you
course a
see
they
Smith.
might
this,
even
yeah, can you do Shankar? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
they might even play Sam Billings in place of Butler. They might ask Sam Billings
I
to
think
keep wickets and
Bairstow
also
may keep.
no. This is also a possibility. I'm saying
Yeah, could
Sam
it could
Billings
Possibility,
happen?
will
Yeah.
but yeah, there is. But do you think they'll take that risk of playing a guy like Billings ahead of Bairstow?
True. True.
no.
Yeah.
Actually, they have to play one wicket keeper batsman. So they will
So
play
Bairstow may
Sam
keep.
Billings. Batsman will keep. He can play as a batsman
Hmm.
also, Sam Bellis.
Yeah. And when you see
Yeah,
most runs,
possible.
Joe Root has average of 126.75, 300s already. And I mean, and KL Rahul's been good form. Rohit Sharma has been in good form. But Kohli, do you see Kohli contributing a lot in this test match? Do you see Kohli coming back after Rohit Sharma overtaking him? Do you see a change in Virat Kohli's batting in the fourth test? Especially with his cover drives and the way he gets out to Anderson, especially when Anderson is not good at the oval. Do you see Kohli overcoming this time at least?
See, not just Anderson, even Robinson has troubled him.
Hmm.
So, with terms of Virat Kohli, I think England bowlers have had a upper hand on him. The only way Virat Kohli scores once now, something needs to charge him. Some pick up a fight or something with the opponent. Now, that's when you see the real Virat Kohli's King Kohli roop, you can say. That mode of Virat Kohli comes in. If it's very flat, there's always like he looks like he's uninterested kind of. You give him a challenge, that's when he's at his best.
Hmm.
So
True.
I'm hoping they
Yes.
provoke him or something in some way.
True. Yeah. I think when it comes to bowling also, I think Robinson has had a brilliant series so far. 16 wickets, 5 for 65. Bumrah also has been effective. He's been under the radar for me. I think Bumrah has been under the radar since the Lord's Test. He has picked up 14.
Yeah.
Anderson might struggle. Indian bowlers, I think, three seam bowlers are doing good. I think actually only for England, I think only Robinson and Anderson has been doing well. So this is advantage for India right now when it comes to bowling. They're having ahead. Varun over here says playing Ashwin might be throwing a new challenge to Root. Root has a psychological edge over other Indian bowlers in this series, but not Ashwin. No
Agree.
scars for Ashwin. Yeah, I think I also agree with that. Yeah. So, guys, final question, guys. Who's going to win the fourth test at the Oval? Starting with Rohan and then Shankar, and then we'll end this.
See, it's been 50 years since that historic Oval Test win for India. I hope this is another encore and a repeat of Melbourne occurs. A good game and hopefully India win. For that, certain things have to go our way. Hopefully it does.
Hmm. Yeah. Shankar, your opinion, sir?
Actually, India have done very well in Oval. 1971 we won. 1979 we nearly won chasing 432.
438.
We scored on 423 for 8, I suppose. Gavaskar scored
Yeah. Double
brilliant 2
hundred.
222 double-handed. So even in the last series, I think so we were though we lost, I think so we did well.
Hmm. Yeah. I think also
Rahul
India
and
might win. You're going with India win, no?
of course India.
What about you, Pawan? What do you think?
I think India. I think India have the psychological edge. If Ashwin is playing, I think Ashwin will take pick up because he'll definitely trouble Root, and I think India is going to take a 2-1 lead in the 5 match. But as I said, I predicted before it's going to be 2-2. So I think England will come back in the fifth test for me at Manchester. But I think at the Oval, I think India is going to get that psychological. I think that stat away, and I think they'll win their first test after 50 years
I'll
for
be
sure.
very interested to see how Ashwin and Jadeja bowl together.
Yeah, once again, I think since the WTC final, I think no, yeah,
Yeah.
since that match against New Zealand, yeah, that will be interesting as well. Hope Jadeja is fit and he'll play in the fourth test. Yeah, Varun says here memory GRB controversially run out in 1979. Shankar, I think you must be knowing
Yeah,
about
in
that
that.
since you know your history and even Rohan. I'm not that
Yeah,
much.
actually that was a very close match. I think so there's some. Actually, we started with a double century opening partnership between Gavaskar
Chetan
and Chetan
Chauhan.
Chauhan. Yeah, actually both did well, and some issue with
Wing
B.R.
circle
Vishwanath.
came.
Yeah, some run out
Yeah, yeah,
issue.
yeah.
I'm able to read.
Yeah.
Actually,
Those days they
in
were
the
home umpires.
home umpires. Yeah. That was very close match. Actually, India should have won that
Yes, yes.
match, but
Yeah, but
Varun,
we had
last
around
they had to hold for a draw in Karsan Gavri and all batting to save the test match.
2 wickets. Yeah.
Varun also says here Kapil Dev's promotion up the order failed to click
Like,
in the game.
Kapil did score that
Yes.
match.
Hmm.
I
Actually,
think
much
that
was
was
expected.
first tour for Kapil Dev.
Yeah,
Hmm.
first tour for Kapil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah,
guys,
first
we'll
day.
end it over there. Yeah. I think thank you, Rohan and Shankar, for coming here
Thank
once
you.
again
Thank you,
late
Pawan.
night. I usually do on the sports breakdown, Shankar. So next time, tune in on that. I had an issue
Yeah,
on this live streaming
due
on.
to due to work, I'm unable to attend in the other shows. So only I'm free after 8. So I thought
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
make it.
Okay. Okay. We'll see about the IPL also next week. I think we are doing on the sports breakdown. So I'll try to start it at around 8:30 for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
probably
surely,
Rohan
surely.
might host it because Havan, I don't know if you host, there might be another issue with the channel. Yeah, next Monday, hopefully. Yeah,
Ask Aman to grow up, man.
yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, but thank you guys so
But
much. Thank you, Rohan
the
and
guy is
Shankar.
highly
Yeah, good night.
knowledgeable. Huh? Aman is highly
Sorry,
knowledgeable
sir.
in cricket. No, no,
Yes,
Aman is
yes.
highly knowledgeable. Yeah, yeah. I think he'll
Hmm.
go places. Just too good.
True.
Yeah.
Next Chinaman bowler for Sri Lanka after
Uh,
Sandakan,
Yeah, man.
probably. Yeah.
Even if he's not playing, I think so he can go to commentary or do some such nature.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But thank you guys so much. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
good,
have to
good
end
and good.
also.
Yeah,
It's late night
nice.
also, guys. Yeah. So thank you.
Yeah,
And
man.
watch the South
Ciao.
Africa
Thank
versus
you,
Sri
man.
Lanka also tomorrow. First ODI. Watch
Yeah,
that as
best
well.
best wishes to Sri
Along
Lanka,
with
man.
the England versus India as well. Yeah, Shankar sir, what do you
See,
think? Who's going to win the first ODI tomorrow between South Africa and Sri Lanka?
I think it will be a tough series for both the teams. Actually, it will be keenly fought. Like how we saw today's match between Bangladesh and New Zealand.
60
Bangladesh
all out.
are doing really well. They're beating
Yeah.
Australia 4-1 and now they have beaten New Zealand for the first time.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'll do a series review on that when the whole series is over. But yeah, good bowling from Bangladesh against Akib. I think Rangana Herat is a big factor. I think for these Bangladesh spinners, especially this
Yeah,
Nasum
yeah.
Ahmed, Mehdi Hassan, and then Shakib also amongst the wickets.
Shakib.
Once again,
why did you leave them to Bangladesh? You should have retained him.
yeah,
You
they
should
should have
have
had
allowed him
Rangana
to go to
Herat before.
the See,
But now since
earlier,
they're beating Australia and New Zealand, how do you think Bangladesh will do well in the 2020 series, Rohan? Sorry, in the World Cup with especially the spinners
Uh,
now like this.
to be honest, these kind of pitches are not good for cricket, man. Such low
Oh,
scoring, nothing in it for the batsman. They may not show you what's the real ability of these players. So when they come into the World Cup, they'll be all good pitches. So these bowlers may get into certain bad habits. So which may be a factor in UAE, which are bigger
hmm.
grounds, better pitches where average is like 160 and all. So come for their batsmen, this may be a trouble. They'll be used to scoring 100 runs. Suddenly they have to score
Yeah,
160. They may not be able to step up.
and I think New Zealand's having a weak squad also right now. They're not having their strongest
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
11 also. No
That's a beating.
Williamson. Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
a
no,
good.
no, no Martin Guptill. No, yeah, the bowlers also no Bolt, no Saudi, no Matt Henry. Yeah, no Isodi. Yeah, so weak squad. No
No
Todd
one's there, man.
Astel as well. Todd Astel as well. Yeah. Yeah, Shankar. So tomorrow you predict South Africa or Sri Lanka? You still didn't answer to that question.
I'll go for Sri Lanka because now that my favorite player Chandimal is back in the team, I think Sri Lanka will do it.
But will
Chandimal
the
fan.
Dhananjay Silva get dropped? That's the thing. That's the case
No, no, actually
because
he's
he's
too
vice
good at
captain.
batting. I don't know why Sri Lanka are not picking him. Actually, he's got a very good record, especially against India. He scores very well.
Hmm.
Ah,
Yeah, true.
I remember his 167 innings in a test match. When
Gaul.
all others failed, he was 50%.
I had to goal.
In
Yeah,
Gaul.
2015 he scored
Yeah,
158. I think Sri Lanka won that test match. I think. Yeah,
he's a very
Sangha
Yeah,
good
yeah.
Khan
batsman.
last test. Yeah,
I think
Rohan, who do
after
you think
last
will win
year,
tomorrow? Sorry,
Sri
Shankar,
Lanka.
to
after,
interrupt. Sri Lanka.
Easy win.
Yeah, I think yeah. Even I go with Sri Lanka tomorrow. Yeah, Shankar, you were saying a point, right? Can you? Yeah.
actually after the Angelo Matthews, I think so. Dinesh Chandimal is a very good batsman for Sri Lanka in the present era. I'm saying
Yeah, but the
present
thing is,
team.
why did they
Mm.
drop Chandimal? That's the thing because he wasn't in good form back then, and then he has proved
Yeah,
in the
that's the
2020. I
politics
mean
in
that.
subcontinent. That's the politics in
Yeah.
subcontinent.
Hmm, true.
You
Yeah, but
find only
Chandimal
this in
will
India, Pakistan,
in that.
Sri Lanka.
Hmm. But Angelo Matthews might be out for the 20. I mean, the World Cup also 2020 World Cup. So who's going to be his backup? I mean, Dasun Shana can definitely be that all rounder, or even Chamika Karunaratne can be that finisher. So I think Matthews is definitely out because he hasn't signed that contract also um, with the Sri Lanka
Yes,
Cricket Board. He won't be
Pawan
available.
Hewage is doing well in the CPL.
Who?
Isuru Udana.
Yeah, but he retired from
Isrudana
international cricket.
retired.
No, but he's doing well in CPL.
Yeah. I think Tisara Pereira also wasn't picked for Rajasthan because he struggled in the CPL. I told
No,
that's why
he
they
has
brought in.
retired. He's
Yeah,
only 32 or 33. He's retired means he's being forced to retire by the Sri Lankan board.
I think not forced to retire, but I think he wanted to give to the youngsters, so he might have a contract issue like Tisara Pereira as well. We don't know what's going on with the politics with the Sri Lanka Cricket Board. Yeah,
Also, after a certain
Tisara,
age, Pawan, players may prefer these franchise leagues more than
yeah,
international
yeah.
cricket.
but don't know why
Okay.
Matthews is not playing franchise cricket even. I don't know what he's doing with this charity and with his all his work going on right now. He's getting involved with
You
the
can't
gaming thing
compare
now.
Udana with Angelo Matthews' stature, man.
No, I'm not talking about Disrudan. I'm talking about Angelo Matthews. I know you can't obviously you can't compare between the two. Angelo Matthews has done so much for
But
Sri Lanka cricket more than Udana.
Tisara has been playing franchise cricket for a very long time.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But Angelo Matthews, I don't know. Seriously, I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't think we can see Matthews again, I think, in international cricket. That's the news what I think will happen if unless he signs that
Unless
contract.
your board changes.
I don't think that will happen unless election is already done and the president is already will remain for another 3 or 4 years. So that won't happen for sure.
Done.
Unless the president changes, that will happen. Yeah, but thanks Rohan and Shankar. I think we'll end it there. Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you
sir.
for your
Okay,
time.
fine.
Good night.
Yeah,
Thank you,
good
Yeah,
night.
Pawan.
Good
good.
night,
See ya.
Shankar. Yeah, hope for India win in the fourth test. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah,
See
sure,
you
sure.
guys. Yeah. See you, Shankar. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah. So thank you so much, guys. So I'm back with my YouTube channel. I mean my personal YouTube channel. But next time, please tune in to the sports breakdown. Please subscribe to that channel and to this channel. I'll be doing music covers and I'll be doing various other things as well, other content on my personal channel. But sports contents will be on the sports breakdown because unfortunately I had issue with to do live streaming because of a copyright. Sorry, a claim coming from YouTube, so I couldn't do it on the sports breakdown. So once it's sorted, I'll come back on that. So thank you guys. See you. Stay safe in Sri Lanka. I mean in India also the COVID cases are increasing. There are new variants coming with COVID-19. So we have to somehow combat with all these the COVID-19 virus. We have to live with COVID-19 no matter what. So please stay safe. Please stay at home. And goodbye, guys. Good night. And we are heading to a cracker yesterday. Tomorrow, two games: South Africa versus Sri Lanka first ODI and England versus India fourth test. So please, guys, watch those two matches. And Bangladesh versus New Zealand series also going on. So that also is going to be interesting. Ireland versus Zimbabwe. So much cricket going on, guys, right now. West Indies versus Pakistan just concluded. So much cricket ahead. IPL is coming up in 2 weeks, and 2020 World Cup as well. So thank you, guys. I think we are late right now. So see you.